Thank you. So trade shows, sometimes they're also called trade fairs or trade expos, and they're usually held in a really big venue. In for example, what's this place? SMX, for example. So it could be a wedding trade show. So everything that has to do with weddings, you can visit the trade show and you can see different booths, people who make designer wedding gowns, people who do event planning for weddings, etc. Or it could be a car trade show. And again, there are different cars from different manufacturers, they have their own booths, and any other product or service, basically. They can have these really big industry trade shows. Okay? So generally, if you attend one of these trade shows, you receive samples and maybe flyers that contains information about the items. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win for people who are considering a new business. They're looking into retailing something, and it's also a win for the manufacturers because they will be able to link up with new channel partners or new trade partners. So if you look at the second item, it says distributors and retailers, they can ask questions directly to the manufacturers at their booth, and they can also experience the product. So for example, it could be a small businesses expo. So you're looking for a small business to start, and you can watch them demonstrate the products. Or if it's a car show, you can get inside the car and you can see for yourself the features of the car. So you can also experience the product directly. Okay, and it's a win as well for the manufacturer because they can, collect business cards, exchange their business cards with interested and potential partners. Okay, so when you think about it, trade shows are not just a benefit to the manufacturer, not just a benefit to possible partners, but also the manufacturer. Okay, so again, under sales promotions that target the trade partners, the first subcategory is discount promotions. The second category is visibility increasing promotions. Okay, so we proceed to additional examples under visibility increasing promotions. So if for the customers there is a loyalty program, what about for retailers? What about for distributors? Instead of a loyalty program, we have what we call an incentive program. So what does it mean? What is an incentive program? And Desilu, could you read please about incentive programs? Desi?
Incentive programs give share
Opo, continue.
salespeople or channel partners free trips, cash bonuses, or other gifts as a reward when they sell the manufacturer's product.
Okay, thank you, Des. So, in the incentive program, the reward goes to people who sell the product. For example, certain big manufacturing companies, they give free trips abroad to their channel partners who sell a lot of their products. They could also be in the form of gifts. There could also be cash bonuses involved in incentive programs. Another way to increase visibility is through what we call swag. Okay, so swag is the informal name for promotional products. And looking at the picture on the right, can you name what are these example swag? One item each. Don, can you name one of the items in the picture? One of the swag in the picture.
Metal straw po.
Metal straw. Okay, very good. But of course, the branding, it's because the straw is too thin, so the branding is in the on the pouch where you keep the metal straw. What else? Other participants, what else do you see? Jonal, what do you see in the picture?
Mga notebook, sir.
Okay, so notebooks are also examples of swag. They're fairly affordable and it's easy to put the logo on the notebook. Chachu, your turn. What do you see in the picture?
Tumbler po.
Tumblers.
Mga
Okay,
tumbler.
all right. I know a lot of people love to get tumblers. And Des, anything else in the picture?
Eco bag.
Okay, so eco bags as well. Eco bags are very affordable swag, and you can easily have the logo and other details of the product or the brand printed on the eco bag. Okay, so here are the other items mentioned in the slide. We have t-shirts or polo shirts, pens, coffee mugs, keychains, and the whole point of having swag is to create visibility for the brand, to keep the brand in the mind of the, in this case, the channel partner, so that they're always seeing the logo emblazoned somewhere on a particular item. Okay, so it's
Sir,
very, apa?
medyo pareho siya sa ano, no, sa mga PR product sa mga YouTubers po. Kapag halimbawa, merong, halimbawa, yung Vice Cosmetics, nagpadala siya sa isang sikat na YouTuber sa vlogger, tapos promote niya yun, or maglalagay siya ng mga review, parang ganun. Tapos yung mga pinadala sa kanyang product, sa kanya na yan, saan siya papasok, sir? Dito ba sa swag or sa incentive program? Parang sa incentive program siya ata.
Well, okay. Let's analyze. Well, it depends because the swag can be the gifts. When you think about it, in the incentive programs, it says the channel partners can receive free trips, they can receive cash or gifts, and I can't think of any better gift aside from the free trip, obviously, than free swag or free promotional products. So yeah, the swag can fall or be integrated into the incentive program. It's the gift.
Sir.
It can be the gift. Yes, Chachu.
Yung promotional po ba saka yung loyalty program? Kasi parang parehas po.
The
Parang
loyal.
parehong may nakukuhang benefits.
The loyalty program, it's a form of sales promotion, but the target is the consumer or the customer. So when both people will benefit, the manufacturer will benefit because people will keep making repeat purchases. They will make repeat purchases. They'll keep coming back. At the same time, it rewards a loyal consumer. So it's a win-win. But mostly it's really for the manufacturer, obviously, because they want to increase the volume of their sales. And it's not that easy to earn points. For example, in a loyalty program, with the Suki card, for example, you need to spend a certain amount just to earn 1 point. So it's not that easy for the consumer. But if you are really a loyal consumer, in a short amount of time, for sure you're going to accumulate lots of points. Okay, other questions, other sharings regarding this? Maybe you have something to share as well? Okay, if there are none, we proceed to the last slide. Okay, so the last slide we will talk about the 4 basic questions in creating the promotional plan. So what do we mean by 4 basic questions? We have the first, it's with regards to the objectives for the promotion. And what's the question we ask? What's the question for the promotional plan with regards to objectives. Let's hear from Don. Could you read the first one, please? Don?
Objective. First question, sir.
Yes po. Opo.
Objectives for the promotion. What measurable change do you wish to achieve?
Okay. So when we have a promotion, we're expecting some kind of noticeable change with regards to the consumer. The simplest noticeable change could just be that they'll purchase more of the product, or they're going to switch from the competitor to the client's product. So that's a measurable change. Increase in visibility, increase in sales, that those are all measurable changes. So every promotional plan, every promotional mix, when you say a promotional mix, you use different tools to promote an item. They all have to be unified in the message so that they're all trying to achieve the same objective. Okay, and how about with regards to the budget? Jono, could you read about the budget, please?
Budget. How much do you intend to spend?
Okay, so this is the budget given to the advertising agency by the client. So obviously, the ad agency can only work within the constraints of the budget that it is given. Okay, and then we can talk also about messaging strategy. Zerlane, can you read the questions, please?
Messaging strategy, sir.
Yes, po.
What do you plan to say? Who is the target of the message?
Okay, so we have to be clear what is the message and who are we going to communicate the message to. And finally, Desi will read the question for media strategy.
Media strategy. Which channels do you plan to use?
Okay, and of course, there are different factors in deciding which channels would be best to use. But when we speak about integrated marketing communications, we say that we don't stick to just one channel. Okay, even if, for example, the ad agency has a brilliant track record of producing really quality TV commercials, they can't just keep making only TV commercials. They have to be able to explore all the other avenues in terms of media channels that are available to them. Okay, so that's what we mean by media strategy.